Welcome back.
What?
Can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything from me or from yourself?
What's that?
You can't hear anything from me or you?
I can't hear anything, period.
I say the levels are coming in though. Having some technical issues here.
Just a little technical difficulties here. Oh,
I'll
God.
take over for a minute. Coastal back on offense. You have Maribel with the ball passed over to Williams. Williams now working on number 35. That's Watson. Passes it back to Ponder. Foul on the court. And it's going to be another turnover for Coastal Carolina. Traveling is the call. Seventh turnover here now, and we're not even to the first quarter. Coastal not able to find any offense here early on.
No, Coastal's been struggling here, not only on the offensive side, but on the defensive side. Luckily, the shots for Buffalo haven't gone down.
Absolutely. That was a great play there by Ramsey as well to get a hand in there and knock that pass away.
Both these teams, a little bit of fouls going on, 2 for Buffalo, 1 for Coastal.
Still relatively tame. Not almost to the first quarter, only 2-1 in the foul category. So that's relatively tame so far.
Inbounding.
Great effort there.
Inbounding was Watson. Lewis Williams with it, but there's a whistle.
Did you see that?
I did not.
Savannah Brooks on the inbound. Savannah Brooks came flying in there like Superman, trying not to get a turnover. First turnover there by Buffalo.
Great effort.
Yeah, great effort there by Savannah Brooks, but it was called a foul on the court. So now it's 3-1 or 2-2, sorry, in the foul categories.
And we get another whistle to stop that inbound. So, third time's the charm here. There we go. No whistles so far, and play will continue. Lopez inside. Kicks it out. Under the net. Buffalo, no good. Having a little trouble corralling the rebound there from Riley Stagg. Eventually comes down with it. Coastal screening up the court again. Maribel loses the ball. Gets it back and kicks it out to Brooks. Savannah Brooks. Poked free, but they're going to say Buffalo touched it last.
As we mentioned, under that rim, Riley Stack having a little bit of trouble corralling that rebound there. And she's a player who has kind of broken out of the season, but you'd like to see more out of her.
Yes, and she's right now the tallest player on the court. She's a little bit taller than the Buffalo starting center.
She looks about 3 inches taller than Seawall over there.
Kristen Williams kicked it
Seawell.
in to Maribel. Maribel. Riley Stack with the pick. Maribel looking. That's Ponder on the outside. Ponder going inside. She loses the ball. Turnover. Buffalo has the ball screaming at the court. That's Lopez. Lopez under the net. Little spin move. A little strong off the backside of the backboard. Offensive rebound for Buffalo. Goes down. Lewis Williams with the points. Coastal Carolina now with the possession. Maribel. Maribel taking your time, trying to find an open lane. Tries to cut inside. And we get a whistle after she almost shrugged her defender off.
Pretty sure it's being called on Buffalo here for a blocking foul.
That appears to be the call.
Now for Buffalo, you're getting into some a little bit of the hot water territory.
Kristen Williams tried to inbound it to Riley Stack. However, Sewell came down with it. Gaines under the basket, blocked by Ponder, but they're going to call a shooting foul. Tough time here for Coastal right now.
Absolutely. That was just a sloppy inbound pass there by Coastal Carolina. Buffalo had a forced turnover there. Almost turned into some quick offense, but we'll see how the free throws pan out here.
You got to put it a little bit higher next time for Stack. She has those long arms. She's already the tallest player on the court. Put up a little higher to avoid any of those turnovers. Gaines here with the first of 2 free throws. That one is true. First free throw of the night for either team. Gaines, number 2. That one's up and through. Buffalo up by 4. Have Maribel. Works on her defender. Bringing it up to 3-point. That kicks it out. That's Barney. Kristen Williams cuts it inside. Heavily defended. Stack thinks 3, but she thinks otherwise. Kicks it out back to Kristen Williams. Williams cutting inside. Takes a tough contested shot that goes through. Coastal down by 2.
tough, gritty shot there by Christian Williams, taking it into the teeth of the defense.
Buffalo looking for an answer here. Watson, double teamed, kicks it inside, kick back out to Watson. Watson, floater, no good. Tries to get her own rebound, will not go. Coastal with possession. Maribel up the court, working on her defender Lopez. Kicks it up. That's Barney. And Barney loses the handle. Watson comes up with it. It's 2-on-1 right now. Watson takes it herself off the backboard, nice and easy for a 2. Maribel, first double team, now not. Kristen Williams out to Barney. Barney kicks out Stack in the corner. Back to Maribel, top of the three-point line. Maribel working her way inside, dancing around between the 3 and the charity stripe. Kicks it out. That's Barney again. Barney lobs it up to Riley. Riley for 3, just off the side of the iron, no good. Buffalo with the rebound. That's Watson. Watson at the stripe, in the paint, kicks it out to Lopez. Lewis Williams for a 2. That is no good from the key.
Both teams really having a hard time taking the lid off the basket consistently. Both teams running up and down the court and just not able to capitalize.
Maribel pressing inside. 30 seconds left to go in the first. A nice three-point shot. Smooth stroke by Kristen Williams will not go. Gaines cuts it inside. And Sewell, that's good for 2 under the basket. Shot clock is unplugged here. Coastal taking their time. 10 seconds. Maribel. Working on her defender Lopez. Kicks it out to Williams. Williams running out of time. Loses the handle. Has to put one up. Will not go. Well short. We reached the end of the first quarter here at the HGC Center with Buffalo leading the Chanticleers 12-6. We'll be right back here after this short break.
We're back.
Welcome back into the HGC Center on this little bit dreary afternoon here in Conway, South Carolina. Coastal down 6 to Buffalo in this second act of the Sun Belt MAC Challenge. Coastal, we mentioned earlier in the show that they were winners last time out against the Chippewas. That was a very close win by 3. And they're the winner of 3 straight conference games, sitting at 7-5 in the conference and 16-6 record, 5th in the Sun Belt right now.
Yeah, and all I mentioned that it's on a 3-game win streak, but it's a 3-game conference win streak, which helps when it comes down to tournament time.
Beautiful 3-ball by Lopez, no good. Mariball up the court for Coastal.
One more thing on it. Sorry, go ahead.
Mariball working on her defender. Bringing it around the world, trying to pick it out. Finds Williams, who kicks it out to Stack, who kicks it out to Brooks. We get another whistle. A lot of these whistles coming when Coastal's in the offensive end.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see. It's either Coastal's playing too aggressive and charges, or they travel, or Georgia's playing too aggressive and they block. They block too hard.
Brooks spinning around the outside, kicks it in. Could not handle the pass. That was Williams. Another turnover by the Chanticleers. A Williams pass to Watson is sort of kicked around and out of bounds by Coastal. Buffalo retained possession.
Seemingly not on the same page to start out this game for Coastal Carolina. They seem really sluggish in the first quarter and doesn't seem to have changed much heading into the second here.
Checking out for Buffalo, number 23 Davis. Checking in, number 15 Sewell. Coastal trying to steal the inbound, and they end up succeeding. Mariball screaming up the court with possession. Ramsey, double team Mariball, kicks out to Ramsey. Ramsey for 3, off the back of the iron. And Stack tries to scrabble a rebound, no good. Buffalo gets possession. Gaines inside, layup will not go down. Coastal with the rebound. That was Stack with the rebound, who kicks it out to Mariball. Up past midcourt. Mariball screeching inside, tries a little over the shoulder pass to Stack, but it ends up being a turnover.
It's a little too much there, trying to do a little bit too much on the pass. Coastal still struggling to get anything consistent going down there on the offensive end of the court.
Get a little bit of a breather here. Both these teams playing very aggressive, very speedy. Inside, Lewis Williams for a layup. Won't go. A little strong off the backboard and rolls out. Mariball kicks it over to Williams. Williams to Brooks. Brooks eyes the 3, says no. Looking inside, passes it right to Sewell. That's a turnover. Buffalo with possession. Buffalo coming up the court. Lob to Lewis Williams, who's blocked by Stout. Speedy layup for Gaines. No good.
That is uncontested. You got to finish that if you're Georgia State. Not Georgia State, Buffalo.
Gaines was in there like a bolt of lightning. Kicked out to Stack for 3. Stack's 3 is good.
What a beautiful shot there by Riley Stack.
A little bit of a tic-tac-toe play there. Kicked on the outside of the 3. Kicked in under the basket. Kicked out to Stack. Wide
Beautiful
open
sequence
3.
there.
Buffalo looking for an answer. Lewis Williams under the net contested will go down. So Buffalo gets 2 of those points back. 14-9 is the score. 7.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. And stopping further before Mariball with the first possession up past midcourt. Mariball working on her defender, kicks into Ramsey, who's double teamed. Sewell. Tough defense by Buffalo, no good. Ramsey for 2. Also down 3.
Say Ramsey's she's such a scrappy player. She has been since last season as a freshman, but she's only a sophomore.
Watson wants 3, won't get it. Coastal, Mariball up the court. At the 3 line. Trying to see what's open. Drops it off to Ramsey. Now it's back to Mariball. Mariball, double team, kicks out to Ramsey. Wide open 3. She'll take it. Off the back iron, no good. Buffalo rebound. Watson for Buffalo screaming up the court. Lopez to Lewis Williams. That's a 2 at the elbow. Won't good. Won't go as Mariball will try to work it inside, but we'll get a whistle here.
I'll say, going back to that shot by Ramsey there, I get what you're trying to do. Like, you're only down 3. You want to tie the game right then and there. However, with how the game has been going so far for y'all, just work it in, get those high percentage shots, get the confidence up, and then maybe start moving it out to the three-point line.
I'm okay with the shot. I think the three was wide open enough to where she could take it, and she took it. Unfortunately, did not go through.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're having a hard time trying to get the lid off in general.
Well,
you just got to see a couple go down and then maybe start to think about three-pointers.
Inbound was a little strong there. Ramsey had to go past half court to get it. Now back in the offensive zone. Mariball working on three defenders, kicks out to Williams. Williams working on Cornfield. Double team, kicks it into the stack. Easy layup. 2 points. Costa down 1.
And that was a wonderful backdoor feed there to Riley Stack for the easy layup.
Cornfield working on Brooks. Kicks it out to Watson. Watson streaking inside. Puts one up over Stack for a 2.
Well, now it just seems like the teams are going to go tit for tat here. After having a hard time trying to get the lid off for either team, now seemingly every time one team wants to score, then suddenly the other team is going to be able to score.
Mariball
It's interchangeable.
working on our defender at the corner. That's a long three for Kristen Williams. Will go. We are tied here at HCC.
I know what I said before about the three-pointer, but that was just a beautiful shooting stroke there by Kristen Williams.
And an errant pass will give the ball back to Coastal.
She is not afraid to let it fly. As I mentioned, she's 59 for 178 on the season. That's a 33% clip from the three. She is not afraid of that three-point shot.
Who cares about slowly building confidence? A three to tie the game, that'll get your confidence right up.
Exactly.
Mariball up the court with Williams. Williams with the possession. Kicks it back out to Mariball. Mariball, single defender, kicks it to Brooks. Brooks to Stack. Stack, that's over to Williams. Williams back to Mariball. Wide open three, she'll take it. That one will fall through. Coastal has the lead now.
Oh boy, don't let the shot clears get hot now. Coastal playing with a little bit of swagger.
Back-to-back threes for the Chanticleers, puts them up by 3. Buffalo looking to staunch this momentum a little bit. Cornfield to Watson. Watson at the 3. Kicks out to Cornfield. Cornfield directing traffic. Kicks it over. Gets kicked back to Cornfield. Cornfield to Lewis Williams. Watson running inside for the layup. And 1.
Beautiful sequence there by Buffalo. Great ball movement to work it inside and get the and 1 there.
Stack put her arms up, but just that little bump there. They'll call that every time.
Highly unfortunate, and that kind of stops the momentum a little bit for Coastal Carolina.
Timeout on the floor here. Timeout here at WCCU SN. Coastal Carolina University student run radio station. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the HCC Center here in Conway, South Carolina. Watson about to put up a free throw. As if you remember, before the break, there was an and one opportunity for the Bulls.
Miss.
And that one goes
Yeah.
up. Rims in and out. And one opportunity is no good. Coastal still up by one. Mariball up the court. Defenders spread out. Cornfield. Little tip inside to Ramsey. Had a turnover by Coastal again.
Great defense play there by
Lewis Williams on the inside. A layup is a little bit strong.
Lewis Williams almost, after forcing the turnover on one end, gets the basket on the other, but no good.
Kristen Williams for a three at the corner. That one's good. Coastal up by 4. And we're going to get a whistle. Kristen Williams not too happy about something.
What are they calling here?
What's...
I didn't see anything that could be foul worthy.
There's going to be discussion by the... And we're going to get a technical foul on Kristen Williams.
Really?
Must have been something to do with the celebration.
She is not happy about that, I can tell you that much.
Kristen Williams wondering what the heck she did wrong.
I'm wondering the same thing. I didn't see anything I didn't see anything down there. Chauncey's confused. You could see him.
Lewis Williams going to take the shots. 2 free throws coming up for Buffalo.
Huh.
So the 3 is good. Just an assessed technical foul against Kristen Williams. Coach P not happy about it. Getting the explanation from the ref who called it. First free throw went through. And the second free throw went through. Coastal still up by 2. Everyone's a little irate about that, or at least the Chanticleers fans are a little irate about that call, especially off a massive three-pointer.
Stacey Williams still not too happy about that on the bench.
So that was a massive momentum swing for the Chanticleers, and now like kind of lowers that momentum just a little bit. Tapers off a little bit.
It does slow them down a little bit. However, with that Buffalo turnover, we'll see if Coast can re-seize the momentum that they have.
You gotta hope the Chanticleers resolve doesn't fade away. Mariball with the possession, working on her defender. Up by the HTC logo, kicks it over. That's Barney. Barney all over Lewis Williams all over Barney rather. Kicked it over to Mariball. Double team, kicks it out to Ramsey. Not Ramsey. Carter. And Carter, the Carter 3. Great album, great shot. Coastal back up by 5.
Great shot there by Delana Carter off that beautiful pass from the inside.
Cornfield working on Carter. Lewis Williams, Brooks on Lewis Williams. And Cornfield takes a shot at the stripe. That'll go through. That's 2. Coastal up 3.
Both teams seem to figure it out here in the second quarter. A flurry of points being scored here.
Mariball trying to get free. Kicks into Ramsey. Defender peels off Ramsey. That's another 3-point shot by Carter. Will not go. And we get a whistle. And it's looked like it's a loose ball foul. Everything getting situated over here. Buffalo possession.
It was a good shot by Coastal, just couldn't get it to fall. And then the loose ball foul forced Coastal into another situation.
And that's unusual. You know, the Carter 3, no matter how many times, never misses. No matter how many times it happens. Inside for the Bulls goes down. Lewis Williams, that's a layup. And Coastal's only up by 1 now. Mariball working on a defender, screaming inside. But Bulls try to strip it away. No good. Layup good for Coastal. 27-24 is the score. Just above 2 minutes left to go here in the half. Lewis Williams with the ball. Working on Brooks. 3 Coastal defenders around her. Tied her up. We're going to get it looks like a jump ball.
That's what they're calling it. They do call it a jump ball. Will be Coastal basketball here. After that one, I saw Williams on the court. She was fired up about that one. Back on the court after that technical foul.
Absolutely. Great effort by Coastal. You had 3 defenders around her. One timer up 2 in case she tried to kick it out. Maribald up the court, kicks out to Carter. Carter to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Maribald. Maribald's one-on-one. Brooks, wide open 3. Why not? Will not go. It's off the back iron. Bulls defender falls to the court. Carter with the rebound. A trip on the Bulls. Coastal will retain possession.
I don't.
No, they will. No, they will not.
Yep, they're saying that Carter touched it last before it went out. And she clearly touched it last before it went out. I just thought there was going to be a foul on the court for that little trip there.
I thought, yeah, that's Coastal would retain possession. They have not. Bulls trying to get a little speed here going. Cornfield with the ball. Carter. Cornfield kicks it out to Watson. Watson runs it inside. We're going to get a charge. Bulls turn the ball over.
Now the Bulls seemingly finding a little bit of turnover trouble here late in the second quarter.
Coastal with a chance to bleed some clock here. Minute 20 left in the half. Maribald up by the logo. And Cornfield goes crashing out of the court after trying to strip Maribald. Maribald the handles, kicks it out to Brooks. Brooks one-on-one. Calling in Ramsey for the pick, will not. Brooks runs it inside, tries to kick it out to Ramsey. Ramsey breaks free of her defender. What looked to be a block is actually going to be a shooting foul on the Bulls.
Plus, that pass wasn't too great, but good job by Ramsey to come in and try and turn some garbage into gold there.
Not a great pass. Ramsey peeled off her defender, got the ball. Defender realized that, oh, my assignment's not here. Flails your arm, tries to get the block. Shooting foul results. Just under a minute to go here in the first half of this second round of the MAC Sunbelt Challenge. Coastal Carolina and Buffalo Bulls edition. That first shot up by Ramsey is no good, just a little strong off the back iron.
Like I mentioned, the second round of the MAC SBC Challenge, first round happening in the opener of the season. Ultimately, the MAC took round 1, 8-4, with Buffalo beating Troy and Coastal Carolina beating Michigan in their Central Michigan in their respective matchups.
And the second shot looked a little strong, but just rolled in. Lewis Williams working on Savannah Brooks. Lewis Williams out to Watson. Watson at the stripe. Spins around. Beautiful jumper on a little spin around there. Buffalo down by 2. Maribald passes it off to Brooks, who passed it off to Williams. Williams working on a defender, Watson. Loses the handle but gets it back. Kicks it out to Ramsey. Ramsey. Brooks screaming inside, rather. Williams. The pass is not there.
You saw Williams coming in around the backside. She called for that pass, but it just seemed to be a little bit of an error pass by Ramsey. And Ramsey, a little confused by that. Not on the same page here.
Shot clock is unplugged. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Bulls can tie it or take the lead going into halftime. As Watson works her way inside, tries that shot again, will not go. Ramsey with the rebound, kicks it to Maribald. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, they got to put one up. 2, give it to Brooks. Brooks has to put it up. It's good. The floater is good for 2.
What a shot there at the end. Just last-ditch effort, put a little floater up there to beat the clock, and Savannah Brooks delivers.
Coastal will go into the halftime, up 4 on the Buffalo Bulls. We'll be back here on WCCU SN, Coastal Carolina University student-run sports network. When Welcome back to this nice game. It's a good game going on between the Chanticleers and the Buffalo Bulls.
You know, you didn't seem too convinced about what you were about to say about that one. It's a
I don't know if I want to say
game.
I don't know if I want to say nice game or nice day here, but I already said it's a dreary afternoon earlier in the broadcast.
Can I go to Jameis Winston? I'm just so happy
I'm just so happy to be here.
in beautiful Commerce, South Carolina for this game.
Taking a look at the rest of the scores around the MAC Sunbelt Challenge. So far, the MAC holds the edge. Sunbelt has 4 wins to the MAC's 6. 2 games. These are the last 2 games going on simultaneously. Miami, Ohio, and Louisiana are going to overtime, tied at 55 apiece. Coastal and Buffalo have just resumed play. And an early turnover there for Buffalo. Mariball, bringing it up the court, working on Cornfield. Pass it out to Brooks. Brooks to Ponder. Ponder back to Mariball. Mariball tries to throw it in to Ramsey. Almost intercepted. Ramsey ends up with it. Mariball with Williams behind her. Now Williams heading to the corner. Mariball with the possession still.
Let's see what kind of halftime adjustments the Chanticleers made.
Mariball shot it. The key won't go. Ramsey with the rebound. That one goes through.
And one. Chanticleers already swinging out of the gate. Come out of halftime.
Early turnover on the Bulls, and then points off those turnovers. That wins your ball games. Coastal up 32-26. Free throw pending from Ramsey.
Right now, there's 2 big differences on that scoreboard, on that stat sheet. It is the 3-point percentage. Coastal currently boasting a 29%, and Buffalo boasting a 0%. On the flip side, the turnover margin, Coastal currently has 16 turnovers to Buffalo's 7.
You got a whistle in the offensive zone on Buffalo. Travel on Gaines.
However, now 2 quick turnovers from Buffalo. It seems the tide may be turning in favor of the Chanticleers.
Mariball bringing it up the court that she has all day. Slowly making it past the logo at the HCC Center by the table here. Pass it off to Williams. Williams out to Ponder. Ponder looking for an open teammate. Finds Ramsey. Ramsey wanted Williams. Now looking around again. Kicks it out. Williams with a quick trigger 3. That one goes through.
If Williams can get hot out here, it's about game over for Buffalo, because Williams, she is just amazing when it comes to the 3-point shot.
Quick trigger 3 behind Ramsey, who's the tallest player on the court right now. Block shot by the Chanticleers. Mariball working on game. Ponder for 3.
Oof.
Spins in and out.
Rough. Brutal there.
Bulls with the rebound. That's Watson. Watson working on Williams. Kicks out to Cornfield. Cornfield passes it back to Gaines. Gaines working on Ramsey. And then kicks it out to Lewis Williams. Tried to poke it 3. That was Ponder, but she'll get called for the reach-in.
Oh, both teams swinging right away. Quickly up and down the court for both the Chanticleers and the Bulls.
Coastal speeding out to it. Now a 10-point lead as Ponder will check out. Carter will check in for the Chanticleers. Inbound coming up for the Bulls.
What's surprising to me is the assist total here for Buffalo. Buffalo, they love to pass the rock, and like we're seeing right now with that ball movement, however, poked out of bounds by Delaney Carter. Buffalo's to move the ball around. Currently, they're 40th in the NCAA in assists per game at 16.5 assists a game.
Wow.
So it's shocking to see they only have 6 assists so far in the game.
Still plenty of game left. Bulls will re-inbound it. That was to Lewis Williams. Beautiful layup, won't go. A little strong off the back iron.
A little 2-tap in and out.
Mariball will bring it up the court.
Oh,
We
technical.
got a technical on the Bulls.
I think, coach, they might double team her. She got to calm down.
Buffalo's coach is livid. Wow.
They got to
She passed mid-court, they called the tech.
They got to calm her down. She's still yelling at him.
So Coastal will shoot a pair of free throws coming up here. Take points any way you can get them, and that's a little bit of sweet measure of revenge. They're going to have Williams take the free throws after getting called for a tech earlier in the game.
How's that for some poetic justice?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Unfortunately, she missed the first free throw. Free throw number 2 coming up. Williams puts it up. Bangs it through. Coastal with an 11-point lead now.
Becky Burke called for the technical there.
Coastal as well will retain possession. Savannah Brooks with the inbound. Looking for an open teammate. She finds Williams. Williams surveys. Watson is the defender. Kicks it out to Brooks. Brooks working her way around, trying to get around Gaines. Some handles. She takes it herself. Shooting foul on Gaines. And we'll get another pair of Chanticleer free throws coming up.
Buffalo coach still not happy about that. I thought they might have called a travel on that one. It seemed like maybe took one too many steps on that layup attempt.
That's what was confusing. And then I saw the T, and I'm thinking, did we get called for another technical?
Oh, no, I'm talking about that shot right there.
Oh, my mistake. First free throw by Brooks is good. It did look like a little one too many steps, but they'll usually give it to you on the Euro. And Brooks is 2 for 2 on her attempts. Coastal has the lead, up by 13 now. Lopez over to Watson. Watson working on Carter, kicks it back out to Lopez, who's wide open. Lopez kicks it inside to Lewis Williams off the bottom of the backboard. Just ran out of room.
This Coastal, I don't know what they talked about in the locker room, but this Coastal defense has come to play in the second half.
This Coastal defense has stonewalled the Bulls so far. Lopez inbounds it to Watson. Watson kicks over to Gaines. Gaines working on Maribel, now working on Brooks. Kicks over to Lopez, who checks in on to Brooks. Errant pass by Brooks, just a little too much for Lewis Williams. That's another turnover for the Bulls.
And just as quick as I mentioned, they had, 6 turnovers? They have 9 here. 3 turnovers already, and only 3 minutes into the second half.
Maribel working 100 defender Lopez. Ramsey sets the screen. Maribel kicks out to Carter. Carter to Brooks. Brooks, the thing quick trigger 3 won't go. Going inside. Carter, wide open, could have taken the 3, didn't. Working her way inside. Beautiful floater. Won't go in, though. Watson rushing up the court. Double teamed by Carter and Williams. We get a call on the court here.
Simple blocking foul there. Coastal defense being very, very aggressive here to start the second half off.
Very aggressive start of the possession there for the Bulls. Watson screaming up the court with Carter right on her hip and Williams just waiting for it out in the zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And what was it? It was a 4-point lead heading into halftime. Now it's exploded into, a 13-point lead?
13-point lead for the Chanticleers. Cornfield kicks it out to Watson. Watson over to Davis. Davis to Lewis Williams. Lewis Williams working 100 defender. That's Brooks. Miscommunication on the pass there. Watson with the possession for the Bulls. Ramsey on Watson. Watson runs it inside. Floater up. Won't go. Davis with the rebound. 3 defenders. Shooting foul.
So we saw that pass. It just seems like the Bulls are not on the same page to start the second half. There's a lot of miscommunication out there on the floor.
No, that pass bumped off the shoulder of Watson. Davis will shoot 2 for the Bulls. Ponder getting ready to check back in for the Chanticleers.
I don't know what they're talking about.
And she will. She'll check in for Maribel. HTC coming to life here. Trying to get into the head of Davis. Davis, first shot up. Off the back of the iron, no good.
Try get into it now.
Davis, second shot is good.
But 1 for 2.
1 for 2 on the free throw attempts. This time it's Williams bringing the ball up the court. Kristen Williams working on Cornfield. Kristen Williams working away, top of the three-point line, kicks out to Ramsey. Good attempt by Davis trying to strip the ball away. No good. Ramsey passes off to Brooks. Brooks at the charity stripe. Now backing up behind the three-point line. Kicks it over to Williams. Defender is Lewis Williams. She'll try and shoot over it. Will not go. Just wide. Davis works up the court on Brooks. Brooks puts her arms up. Lewis steps right by her. Or Davis, rather, steps right by her.
I love the aggression there by Williams to shoot that contested three.
Kristen Williams now passes it into Ramsey. Ramsey working on her defender. And that's going to be a travel on the shot clear.
Let me add some context to that. I love the shot that she took because she's kind of taking over this game right now. Williams kind of taking over this game.
Yes.
I would rather play the small ball, especially up this big. But good on Williams. Great shot. Just couldn't go in.
Yeah. Don't walk. Crawl up the court. Bleed some time, and then take as many passes as possible and go for the small ball. Watson kicks out to Cornfield of the Bulls. Over to Gaines, back to Cornfield. Cornfield bounce pass to Watson. Watson in the paint. Bounce pass over to Lewis. The pass to Gaines was almost intercepted by Ponder. Goes into the Bulls bench.
Good effort by Ponder there to rush over and get a hand in on that pass. Knock it out of bounds.
Gaines will be the inbounder. Inbounds it to Cornfield, who's up by the logo. Defender is Williams. Kicks over to Watson's defender's Carter. Kicks it out to Gaines, who takes a corner three. Won't go. Chanticleer's rebound, that's Stack. Screaming up the court is Brooks. Savannah Brooks working on her defender Gaines. Double team. Inside pass to Ponder. Ponder's double teamed immediately. Kicks it back out to Brooks. Brooks working away into the paint. We get a whistle and one. That ball just rolled in for the and one. A little bit of dramatics here for the Chanticleers. That ball just barely staying inside the hoop. Just barely touched enough. Yep, just got just enough. Got it right in that zone right before it was too much. Great lay-in there by Brooks. Timeout on the floor here, and we'll step aside on WCCU-SN, Coastal Carolina University Student-Run Sports Network. Welcome back to the HCC Center here in Conway, South Carolina. Savannah Brooks will take a pair of free throws as we come back from the break.
Just one.
Oh, just one. My fault. It was Deanne one before we went to break.
Coastal has built a sizable lead here since the beginning of the half.
Off the front iron, no good. Deanne one is no good. Savannah Brooks gets two. Cornfield with the possession for the Bulls. Kristen Williams was her defender. She kicked it into Lewis Williams. We're going to get a charge, rather. Took a minute to get that one out. However, the result's the same. Turnover by the Bulls. Possession will go to the Chanticleers.
And Buffalo's suffering from the same thing Coastal did in the first quarter. They just can't seem to get a rhythm going here. Now they've just crossed over to double-digit turnovers for the game.
That'll be Kristen Williams at the ball. Kicks it out to Stack. Stack looking for an open teammate. Kicks it back to Williams. Williams back to Stack. Stack at the three. She eyeballs it. Decides not to. Williams working on her defender, Watson. Trying to push inside. Step back at the stripe. Little too strong. Goes off the back iron. And we're going to get a loose ball foul called on the Bulls.
As I mentioned, Coastal has built a great lead here so far to start the half. Let's look at how we got here. These numbers. Coastal has improved tremendously since the first quarter, shooting-wise. They only hit 25% of their shots in the first quarter. Last two quarters, 69.2 and then 42.9.
And since Coastal's in the bonus, they'll shoot a pair of free throws as that first one for Brooks goes in.
Coastal seems to have figured it out here on the offensive side.
Clock's ticking a little bit here for Buffalo. Got to get some momentum going. As Brooks puts up her second free throw, that one goes through. 3 for 4 on the night for Brooks.
Coastal still piling it on.
That'll give her 6 points on the night. Kristen Williams checked out. Watson with the possession, working on Brooks. Brooks kicks it out to Lewis Williams. Lewis Williams working on Ponder. Now gets double teamed by Maribel and Ponder. Wide open on the corner is Watson for three. That one will go through over Savannah Brooks.
What a shot that was by Watson. Nothing but net on that.
Coastal will bring up the court. Brooks out to Carter. Carter looking around, finds Stack. Stack working on a defender. Inside to Brooks. Brooks pump fakes, then goes up for the layup. That one goes through. Give Brooks 8 points on the night. And we get a timeout called. Media timeout.
Oh, well, we may as well take a timeout, too.
So while the media pays their bills, we'll step aside for a second on WCCUSN, Coast Carolina University Student Run Sports Network. Welcome back to Conway, South Carolina. 3:25 here left in the third quarter between the Chanticleers and the Bulls. And unfortunately, we have some terrible news to deliver coming back to the broadcast. The Sun Belt has lost the MAC Sun Belt Challenge. Louisiana lost in the last second to Miami, Ohio in overtime. Final score of 60-59. The MAC has won. If Coastal wins this game, it'll make it just a little bit better. However, it's either going to be 7-5 or 8-5 or 7-6.
I mean, still better than the first round.
Yes.
Like I mentioned, Sunbelt lost that one 4-8.
First possession for the Bulls is a turnover. And Coastal will bring it up the court. Maribald back into her regular position. Being the one bringing the ball up the court. Working on her defender, Lopez. Double team. Lewis Williams tried to strip it. Didn't happen. Pass to Carter. Pass to Ramsey. Ramsey from the top of the charity stripe. No good. Fight for the ball. And possession will go to the Bulls.
I think Ramsey's on a bit of a double-double watch here. She has currently 8 points and 7 rebounds. So we'll monitor that situation as it progresses.
Coastal Carolina out rebounding Buffalo 30-17. Same in the assist total, 7-7. Turnovers, Coastal still holds the edge, 17-10. Lopez working on Williams. Pass it over to Watson. Watson on Carter. Back to Lopez. Over to Sewell. Watson put one up after the whistle. And it's going to be a foul on the Bulls. Turnover.
Turnovers have been critical here in this game. They've basically shaped the entirety of this game. Coastal boasting 17 and Buffalo with 11. An insurmountable turnover margin that seems to be more and more surmountable.
Brooks with the possession, kicks it over to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Brooks. Brooks heaves it over to Maribald. Work on her defender, Lewis Williams. Screaming into the paint. Puts it up to Ramsey. Ramsey off the backboard, will go. And one for the Chanticleers.
That puts Ramsey at 10 points. Not even pending the free throw. That's going to put her at 10 points even. Free throw upcoming to try and make it 11.
Alancia Ramsey muscling her way to 2 and 1.
She is such a gritty, well-rounded player, and she's only a sophomore.
Unbelievable.
She's only a sophomore here for Coastal Carolina. She was great last season in her freshman season, which is why she's a part of the starting lineup here, being only a sophomore.
You have a great core of sophomores. You have Ramsey, you have Carter, you have Stack.
And then you have a good combination of the veteran leadership where you have Brooks, you have Barney, you have Williams.
Great combination for the Chauncey that's really been working out for Coach P this season. His most successful season to date.
Yep. He on this win streak, he has surpassed the season high in wins for him since he joined Coastal Carolina back in 2022. And speaking of that as well, this is the best start for Coastal Carolina since 2019. Best since 2021.
And it's a credit to Coach P. It's a credit to Coach Robinson. It's a credit to the defensive staff he's brought in to Coastal Carolina. Really paying dividends for the Chanticleers. As the end one for Ramsey is good. Watson inbounded to Lopez. Lopez trying to shake off Williams. Trying to find a way around her. Looking for an open teammate. Will take it herself now. Kicks it over. That was Harness. Kicks it over back to Watson. Watson trying to work her way inside. Up to Harness. Harness with the 3. Will not go. Hits off the inside of the iron. Rebound to Williams. Williams at the 3 line. Williams working on Harness. Taking their time here. Minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Maribald wants to take it herself. Will put up a 2, won't go. Lewis Williams dishes it to Harness. Harness with an easy layup. Coastal up 48-34. Maribald working on Lopez. Ramsey sets the screen. Lopez. Brooks to Carter for 3. Will not go. And we get a whistle on the floor.
I think they're saying that the defense pushed Ramsey. So they called a Buffalo foul.
Ramsey will line up for 2 shots. Coastal in the bonus. Well, first one is good.
This Buffalo defense has just been on their heels since the start of the second half. They have no clue how to handle this high-flying, high-powered Coastal offense.
And that second one will bounce in and out. Ramsey only gets 1. Harness with the ball driving up the court. Passes it back to Watson. Watson dishes over to Lopez. Lopez looking around, and we'll get a foul on the floor. And it'll be on Jade Marable. How to sort that out.
Interesting. I didn't see nothing down there, but, you know, the refs' eyes are more keen than mine, I guess.
They called a blocking foul, it looked like.
Both teams in the bonus now.
Sewell with the first shot will go through. They cut Coastal's lead down to 14. HTC Center coming to life here. As Sewell puts up shot 2 of 2. Bounces off the front iron, will not go. Only gets 1. Coastal's lead stays at 14. Marable now with the possession. Tries to drive inside. Has to kick it out to Ramsey. Ramsey under the basket. Looking for something as she's crashing to the floor. Kicks out to Carter. Unfortunately, they will call her for a travel.
Just took one too many steps there. And that's usually what happens. You try and, like, find a last-ditch dump out. You know, you keep spinning, then you end up taking too many steps, and next thing you know, you're called for the travel.
38 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Watson kicks out to Lopez at around half court. Lopez kicks it out to Harness. Harness working around over to Watson. Watson working on Carter. Screen set by Sewell. Hooks Carter a little bit there. You got Lewis Williams for 3, wide open. Won't go. Sewell underneath the basket. Block attempt by Ramsey is called a shooting foul. And Ramsey's not happy about the call.
I don't think I could find a person on this side of the floor that is happy with that call.
Ariana Sewell will shoot a pair.
Georgia's still trying. No, I keep calling them Georgia because they have the same colors as Georgia State. Buffalo still trying to find an answer here for Coastal Carolina. The lead now cut down to 13 off that make by Sewell. And then the defense is still not able to find their rhythm.
Getting ready to check back in for the Bulls is Davis. My apologies, that's Beatty. You will have 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Marable with the possession. Kicks it out over to Brooks. Brooks has to shoot it. And it goes through. Oh my goodness. Coastal's 2 for 3 on shots at the end of the quarters.
I think that's the second one also by Brooks right at the end. I'm pretty sure she had a buzzer beater at the end of half.
I believe she took the last 2, and the first one was Kristen Williams.
Coastal once again beating the buzzer here at the end of the third quarter.
But that one will go through. Coastal will enter the fourth quarter with a 51-37 lead. We're right back here on WCCU-SN, Coastal Carolina University student-run sports network. Welcome back to the HCC Center here at Coastal Carolina University. It is rocking here in the arena. 10 minutes to go in this game. As we mentioned, the Sun Belt has lost the Max Sun Belt Challenge. However, it's good for the conferences.
No, yeah, it's definitely great for the two conferences to square off and just, a little friendly competition,
Absolutely chopping it up with the Buffalo radio guy right next to us, and was saying, yeah, it doesn't feel good if you lose these games. However, it's fun. It's a fun matchup to see teams that don't really face each other that often.
Oh yeah. And the Max Sun Belt Challenge is going to be going on. I think it's 2026 or 7. So either next season is going to be the last one, or the year after is going to be the last one.
Unless they sign another extension.
Unless they sign another deal.
Lewis Williams working under the basket, gets around Brooks for 2.
But here's the thing: I want to be opposed of signing another contract with another conference. So maybe CUSA or
not CUSA.
The USA, the AAC, just like that.
Dishes it up to Ramsey, and Coastal will get called for another travel.
Well, the fourth quarter is a penultimate quarter. We're going to see which team can kind of really solidify themselves in this game. Really find themselves.
Floor for the Chanticleers right now is Carter, Brooks, Williams, Maribel, and Ramsey. For Buffalo, it's Lewis Williams, Lopez, Harness, Beatty, and Watson. And we're going to get a foul on the floor. It's going to be a blocking foul.
Interesting.
On Delana Carter, the shot will not count.
Also, there's currently 3 Chanticleers in double digits right now. Just a little tidbit.
Inbound was to Harness. Harness over to Watson, who will take the 3 over Williams. My goodness, that one's good.
Dang, what a shot.
Over the outstretched arm of Williams. Coastal's lead cut down to 11. Pass over to Brooks in the corner. Brooks falls over, and we're going to get a foul on the Bulls.
We got a little tangled up there. Brooks and the Bulls defender over there. Also, a quick little update. Alicia Ramsey. 14 points and 8 rebounds. Alicia Ramsey.
She's very close. As we're going to get a foul on the other end of the floor on Coastal rather. This one, the shot will count. It's going to be a shooting foul.
Both teams just trading fouls back and forth. We might have a good bit of free throws coming up in this quarter. Both teams already 3 penalties away from the bonus, it seems.
Shot would have counted, however, they missed. So it'll be a pair of free throws coming up for the Bulls. First one by Lopez is missed. Lopez lines up, take her second. Quick trigger, will go through. 1 for 2 on free throws. Coastal inbounds it. Ramsey to Maribel. Maribel doing what she does best and bringing it up the court. Maribel working on her defender, Lopez. Ramsey sets the screen, rolls around. We're going to get a foul. And this one is going to be on the Bulls. Coastal retains possession. Brooks was originally coming over to inbound it. There's some confusion who's going to inbound it. Williams seems to be the one walking over and will take the inbound. Williams looking for an open teammate. Throws it over to Maribel across midcourt. Maribel brings it back into the offensive zone, working on her defender Lopez. Ramsey sets the screen, rolls off it, runs under the paint. Maribel takes the tough shot, is blocked, and the Bulls get possession. Watson kicks it over to Lewis Williams. They're running up the court. Lewis Williams into Beatty. Beatty under the net. Will not go. And it's going to be a foul on the Bulls.
Yeah, there was a clear-cut foul on the Bulls there. Just ran right through Savannah Brooks down there in the paint.
Coastal will get possession. Brooks inbounding to Maribel.
If you're Coastal, you're going to take your time here. Just bleed as much off the clock as you can. You have a pretty good lead here, 10-point lead here.
And we're going to get a charge called on the Chanticleers off the Ramsey screen.
This quarter is already pretty ugly as far as fouls are concerned.
3 fouls apiece for each team. Coastal's lead is down to 10.
I don't think we've got possession yet without a foul being called on either side.
Watson will take the inbound right here in front of the table. Over to Lopez. Lopez working on Williams. Kicks over to Watson. Watson kicks it over to Harness. Harness, quick trigger three. Off the iron, won't go. Lewis Williams tried to grab the inbound and keep it inbounds, but carries out with it.
I'm a little confused because he had 2 shot clears under the rim and none of them came up with it and almost gave Buffalo an opportunity to keep that ball in bounds and stay in the offensive zone.
Coastal will jog it up the court. Maribel. Maribel. Ramsey sending it that same screen. Maribel kicked out to Ponder, back to Maribel. Maribel over to Williams. Williams working on her defender Harness. Now Lewis Williams. Williams from behind the three-point line. Limitless range will go through. Holy smoke. Kristen Williams. Coastal's lead up to 13 as Watson will answer with a 3 of her own. That one over Savannah Brooks. Coastal's lead back down to 10. Both teams exchanging threes.
This reminds me of a boxing match. The first couple of rounds are kind of like poking and poking to like it's like the last round, the last couple of minutes, and you're just wailing on each other.
Ponder with the possession, kicks it out to Williams. Williams working on Lewis Williams, kicks it over to Brooks. Brooks runs it inside, met with Harness and Watson. They're going to call a shooting foul on, looks to be Watson.
You would be correct. It is Watson calling for the foul there. And Coastal will get another pair of free throws coming up. You can't help but wonder what this game would look like if Coastal hasn't turned the ball over 21 times. They do have the lead right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to wonder what the score could look like if the turnovers were limited.
As that first free throw goes down for Brooks. I think that's probably a little bit more impressive that you're still leading by double digits, even though you have more turnover, like double-digit more turnovers than the other team. Both free throws go through for Brooks. Costa's lead is up to 12. Watson with the inbound for the Bulls over to Lopez. Lopez kicks it back over to Watson, who's working on her defender Williams. Lopez kicks it over to look to be Davis, who put it in for 2. Costa's lead back down to 10. Kristen Williams working on her defender, kicks it over to Stack. Stack gets the ball stripped away, but it will retain Coastal's possession.
A little bit of an errant pass there by Riley Stack. It seemed to me, or they might have gotten poked for it. I didn't get a good look at it.
6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 19 on the shot clock. Inbound to Ramsey. Ramsey working on her defender Davis. Tries to get the ball poked away, and they call the foul. They're going to reach in on the Bulls here, and Ramsey grabbing at her eye area. Seemed she poked a little more than the ball there.
Hopefully Ramsey's all right. Kind of rubbing her eye there.
Ramsey will come up to the line for a pair of free throws. Sewell checks back in for the Bulls.
She might have gotten poked there, and we know that's not fun. Getting poked in the eye?
Absolutely not. Getting anything put in your eye does not feel good.
Absolutely not.
Lottie Ramsey's first free throw will not fall. And the second one will rattle in and out. Fruitless adventure there for Ramsey as you got Lewis Williams trying to get off the backboard. We're going to get a call on Stack for a shooting foul.
See, I don't like that. I think Stack just played well there on defense. She stood tall, and also I think she got all ball on that one, but the refs didn't see it that way.
They're always going to call it on the body bump.
Yeah.
Even if you get your hands on the ball afterwards, they're always going to call it if your body makes contact first.
It's unfortunate. It was great defense there by Stack.
Lewis Williams' first free throw attempt is true.
First time under double digits since the start of the first half or second half.
And the second free throw goes through. Coastal's lead down to 8. Williams taking her time, walking up the court. Kicks it out. That's Ponder. Ponder looks around Williams. Williams puts up a 3. And you guessed it. Another 3 for Williams.
That is just insane. She is unconscious out there from beyond the arc.
Lewis Williams from the Bulls gets 2 back on the other end of the court. Williams across the stack. Stack inside to Ramsey. Ramsey working her way in. Tries to bounce it out to Ponder. Will not go. Ball bounced off a Buffalo defender. Coastal retains possession.
2 very quick possessions here by Coastal and University of Buffalo.
Savannah Brooks inbounds it to Ponder. Ponder over to Stack. Stack to Maribel. Maribel working on Gaines, the defender. Trying to get around her. Quick stop. Back to Stack. Stack drops it off to Brooks. Brooks working on our defender. Lopez will take the shot. Will not go. Rolls over the iron. Gaines with the rebound. Kicks over to Watson. Watson bringing it up the court. Working on her defender. That's Brooks. Passes it out to Lewis Williams. Kicks it out to Gaines. Wide open in the corner. Off the side of the iron. Will not go. Gaines gets her own rebound. Watson with the ball now. Watson working on Stack. Will take a 3. And that'll go.
Great consistent shot there by Watson. Stack is that's no easy shot, especially with Stack on you.
Absolutely not. The longest and tallest player on the court at any given time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coastal will take a timeout to hopefully stop some of that momentum, and we will take a break on WCCU-SN, Coastal Carolina University Student-Run Sports Network. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter of this Buffalo Chanticleers game. Carter tosses it to Ramsey. Ramsey under the basket with an easy layup. Lewis Williams screaming up the court. Buffalo wants to get some speed. Kicks it out to Harness. Harness fakes the three. Kicks it over to Gaines on the corner. Gaines rushing in. Met in the paint. Lewis Williams kicks out to Lewis Williams. Who then kicks out to Watson. Watson on Carter. Back to Lewis Williams on Ramsey. And one for the Bulls.
What a shot there by the Bulls. Ramsey all up on, who was that? Lewis Williams. Ramsey all up on Lewis Williams right there. And Lewis Williams just didn't really care about it. Just went right around behind her back and forced the shooting foul and got the and one out of it too.
Pair of free throws here for Lewis Williams. Or rather, it was the and one. And that quickly I forgot. That either way does not go. Maribal with the possession on Lopez. Now Watson. Maribal working her way inside. Corner three for Williams won't go.
It went off the inside of the rim too.
The limitless shooter found her match. She'll put up another one though. That one will go through. Just keep shooting them.
She is unflappable on the three.
Harness will try and get one of her own and answers with another three.
Good Lord.
My goodness, it is just raining threes here in the HTC Center in the fourth quarter.
We're seeing an absolute clinic out here.
Carter with the possession for the Chanticleers. Over to Williams, who will take a shot. That one won't go for the first time. And what seems like a long time.
You know, Williams has the ball in her hand and shoots that three-pointer. You have expected to go in every time.
Quick trigger on the three, I respect it. Watson up the court for the Bulls. Kicks it over to Lopez. Lopez direct calling a play. On her is Williams. Williams gets picked off. Lopez with the possession, so it's Harness. Harness wide open three. Won't go off the side of the backboard. And rebound was with Coastal, but the ball was still loose. Maribald has it, but the Bulls are all over her. She drops Gaines, but she's called for a charge.
Oh, goodness. Even without the charge, she was about, I think, half a second away from getting an 8-second violation.
Restrictive, tough defense from the Bulls right there. They're playing like a team who wants to win.
Exactly. With 2:35 left, only down 6 points. They're still very much in this game. After being down 13 at one point.
Just over 2.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. We will step aside, hopefully for the final time, on WCCU SN, Coastal Carolina University Student Run Sports Network.
All right.
Watson with the inbound to Lopez. Holds down 6. Williams covering Lopez, who kicks it out to Watson, covered by Carter. Watson puts it up for 2. Rims around, won't go. Rebound by Coastal. Savannah Brooks has it. Gaines tried to block it with her leg, and she'll get called for a kickball violation.
Absolutely selling out to try and force a turnover there by Buffalo. You got to respect it. Buffalo still trying to win, trying their hardest to win this game. Only down 6 points, and it's very possible. Only a 2-possession game.
I'll say it just takes 2 possessions to turn this thing around. Kristen Williams will bring it up the court, dumps it up to Ramsey. Ramsey throws it over to Carter, and the Bulls will get called for a foul.
Yeah, they were all over Ramsey. I almost tackled her from where I'm sitting.
That would be on Lewis Williams. So Ramsey will head to the stripe for 2.
Starting to come desperation time here for the Bulls.
That first one up by Ramsey rolls around and out. Happens to all of us. Football season coming to an end here. You think of Buffalo, you automatically go to the Bills. It happens to us all.
Yeah, well, the alliteration screws me up sometimes too.
Absolutely. Ramsey's second shot goes up, hits back iron too strong. Rebound to Coastal into the hands of Williams.
I'll tell Spencer to pull up a 3 right off that rebound.
But then kicks it over to Maribel, who will take her time, bleeding this clock down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Maribel kicks it over to Brooks. Brooks trying to work her way inside. That one's blocked. They're going to call a shooting foul on the Bulls.
Great effort there by Coastal. I would like to see them move a little bit quicker as far as getting it to the rim goes. However, that desperation shot forced the Bulls into also a desperation move, thus resulting in this. The free throws coming up here.
Great job getting the shot off. However, I did not. You got the shooting foul, drawing the shooting foul. I didn't like the shot selection. Really, very contested.
No,
Too
absolutely.
contested.
Absolutely did not like the shot selection there. However, I guess the end justified the means on this one.
First shot is good for Savannah Brooks. Her second shot, a little too strong, bounces in and out. Up the court is Watson, covered by Carter. Watson working her way inside, loses possession, and possession will stay with the Bulls.
No, they're going to review that one. You're already see the rest finger in the air circling. They're going to review that one. I thought it was Coastal ball. I think that the Bulls were the last ones to touch it there.
I think you might be right. It looked a little too much in front of Watson. It might have bounced off her leg. It seemed a little bit too much momentum going for it to not bounce off a play off her first,
You
or
know,
off her
absolutely.
last rather.
I think when this replay is over, it will be Coastal basketball.
Coastal up by 7. Both teams in the bonus. 5 fouls each. Minute 43 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Coming down to it here.
Coming down to the wire indeed. What's at stake? Coastal Carolina is looking to move up to 17-6 on the year. As for the Bulls, they're looking to get their 20th win on the season. 19-3 overall right now. 8-3 conference record. Coming in as a very, very strong team out of the Mid-American Conference.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a team that won only 19 games last season, and now they're almost at 20 at this point of the season.
Possession stay with the Bulls. Harness for 3. That one goes through. Cuts down the lead to 4. Maribel brings it up the court. Minute and a half left to go. Maribel, they're going to call a foul on the Bulls. Maribel will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Coach Pedersen down there, as soon as they got close, he was in that ref's ear yelling, hey, 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 like trying to get him to call like what was going on down there. And now now the ref is getting an earful from Coach Pedersen.
Having a little bit of an argument over there between the two as Maribel will shoot a pair of free throws. That first one off the back iron will not go.
It is still a 2-possession game here, so even if Maribel does miss the second free throw, the Bulls are still against the wall here.
That one also won't go. Watson screaming up the court. And possession. Maribel has the ball.
Great play there by Carter.
Looking for an open shot clear. Brooks over to Williams. Williams looking for a teammate. Finds Ramsey off the backboard. Goes through. Coastal back up by 6. 1 minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Watson with the possession. Puts up a 3. Off the front iron. Won't go. Rebound. Goes to Ramsey. And so there's going to be a foul called on number 11, Lewis Williams of Buffalo.
What an effort by Coastal Carolina to push the lead back up to 6. But credit to Buffalo as well for pulling themselves as close as they did.
This is her 4th foul on the game. 3 Buffalo players in foul territory with 4 apiece. Ramsey will shoot a pair of free throws coming up. 48 seconds left to go here in this intense game. The game was a lot more intense than it started out.
Yeah, no doubt. The first quarter was just an absolute, in real terms, it was an absolute snooze fest. Like, both teams just could not figure it out on the offensive end. Turnovers were not at a premium. They were at an excess. And
Ramsey, first shot, no good. Second shot, no good. 4 straight free throw misses for Ramsey.
That's a little troubling for your big to miss free throws like that. And she's usually pretty good at the stripe.
Timeout on the court by Buffalo.
If you're Buffalo, you're trying to drop a quick play. I wouldn't necessarily say 3 right away.
Yeah, don't slow for the 3 just yet.
No, I actually never. I scratched that. 47 seconds to go. I think that they've got to try and scheme something up to get someone open beyond the arc and find your best shooter, get it in their hands. Anything can happen after that.
I think the opposite. I think you find someone open under the basket, try and draw the foul and get the and one.
Well, we're going to see what Coach Burke has drawn up for her Buffalo Bulls.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how the Chanticleers favor here in the last 47 seconds of this game. Up 69-63. Watson kicks over to Lopez for the inbound. Watson over to Harness. Over her defender, won't go. Carter with the rebound. 2 defenders around here. She'll throw it up to Brooks. Hey, the ball is right here on the table now. Well, dang. Well, that doesn't happen every day.
I can't go out there. You know, I'm not the best shooter out there.
Pull up like Carmelo did. Like Carmelo, the pump fake like Carmelo.
Yeah. Good pass.
That's, I equate that to like when a commentator catches a foul ball in like a baseball stadium.
Yeah.
When the one time when the Yankees commentator had a foul ball come in through the window.
There was a couple times during this game where I thought one was going to come right over here, but it was either intercepted or it was just, you know, just went by the wayside. But
got just enough air under it.
That was just enough to crawl up on our table here.
Just enough bounce for me to reach out and grab it.
They're trying to get everybody involved here.
I mean, they're up by 6. They don't need my help.
No, they definitely don't need our help. Y'all got it.
Another timeout here by the Bulls.
Well, now if you're the Bulls, I don't know if you necessarily foul here. With Coastal being in the bonus, I don't think you necessarily foul here. Inbound will come right in front of the table.
Maribel will handle the inbound. The exact spot where the ball came out. And Maribel inbound to Williams. I wouldn't be surprised if Williams pulls up at half court. And intentional foul by the Bulls.
Well, never mind what I just said. They were going to put Williams at the line. And that's not something you want to have at the line if you're Buffalo here.
No, limitless range. He has a great shot.
She's only shooting 88% on the season from the free throw stripe.
Interesting. I don't know what's going on here, but there's nobody in the paint. There's nobody on the edges trying to box out.
Intriguing.
She missed her first one. I didn't see a technical call on the court.
I didn't either.
And off the back iron. So ball doesn't lie. Williams misses both. Coastal, however, will retain possession.
There must have been a tech because we got those 2 free throws and now Coastal gets to retain possession as well. I didn't see anything. kind of an oddity.
Regardless, Coastal retains possession. 33 seconds to go. Kicks it over to Carter. Carter rolls it under to Ramsey. Ramsey tries to get it in, won't go. Gets her on rebound. That one will go through.
That might have just clinched her a double-double.
Shot clock is unplugged with about almost 20 seconds left to go here. Watson. Layup is good. 21 seconds even. Inbound to Coastal. That's Maribel. And they're starting to intentionally foul now.
For Buffalo, it seems like desperation. It's just about over here. But if here's it, Coastal keeps missing their free throws. Coastal, this game would be more than likely put away if Coastal had hit those free throws.
Your back is against the wall and you're scratching and clawing trying to find something, and you are correct. Jax has 11 rebounds on the night. Give Ramsey that double-double.
There we go.
First shot is good by Maribel.
After 6 straight free throw misses by the Chanticleers.
She'll line up for her second one. And that one will go through. Nothing but net on both of those. Coastal up 73-65, 17.7 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. It seems like everything is almost said and done here. Just trying to put the finishing touches on this game.
Yeah, absolutely. For Buffalo, you got to be kind of thinking that, well, I don't think we can win this game, but at least let's make the score a little bit more respectable so when our opponents look back on the score sheet, they don't laugh at us too much.
Coastal in the driver's seat to win their 17th game of the season. We go up 17-6 overall.
And although the Sun Belt won't win the challenge, Coastal will be going 2-0 on their front.
They'll be heading to Statesboro, Georgia for their next game against the Georgia Southern Golden Eagles. For Buffalo, they will be heading to Ohio to face the Bobcats, dropping down to 19-4, which is still a great record.
And we talk about it, this game is it was a unstoppable force and an immovable object. Buffalo's 8-1 on the road this season. They've been phenomenal on the road. However, Coastal's 10-1 at home. Coastal's been an absolute juggernaut at the HTT Center.
They love their home cooking.
They absolutely do.
That home cooking hits different down here in the South.
However, that home record will now move up to 11-1, and the road record for the Bulls will drop down to 8-2 after the clock hits triple zeros here.
It seems the Bulls also love their home cooking. They are 11-2 at home. However, that is not the case tonight, where they're on the road. Watson working on Ramsey, puts up a 3, hits off the side of the iron. That one will go out of bounds. It'll be Coastal's possession. 6 seconds to go here in the game.
This Buffalo team was pretty tough today. They really showed up in the first quarter, but they couldn't sustain it throughout the entirety of the game.
Great showing by Coastal after coming out to a sluggish start in the beginning. Turnover after turnover. The clock hits triple zeros. Coastal Carolina will come away with this one at 73-65, making the Sun Belt MAC Challenge 7-6 instead of 8-5.
At least it wasn't as bad as the first time. Losing the challenge, the first round challenge 8-4, that's not really great, but something to build off of.
And after winning close against the Chippewas earlier in the year, they will have a commanding win against the Buffalo Bulls today.
And as you mentioned, a very strong Buffalo team coming in at 19-3. Just coming off of a 6-game winning streak that was broken in their previous game against Toledo. They had a head full of steam coming into the HTC Center, and Coastal matched that energy and ultimately came away with the victory here.
Coastal will extend their win streak to 4. As I mentioned, they'll be heading down, your Chocolate will be heading down to Statesboro, Georgia to face the Golden Eagles. Until then, I'm Caleb.
I'm Cade.
And this was this presentation of Coastal Carolina basketball on WCCU SN, Coastal Carolina's student-run sports network. Good night and shots up.